ain't right, man. Yo, this is not the title of my stream, man. This is not the title of this joint, man. Let me go change the title, man. This is not it. Yo, I'm hitting myself in only one ear too, man. Y'all hold up, man. Let me change the title, man. This ain't the title. I don't know what happened with this joint. This is not the title. Fuck. The Iron Mike, what up, homie? I gotta make sure I'm hearing myself in both ears here, man. Yo, this thing still didn't update. Alright, this should update shortly. Should update shortly here, man. Alright. We're gonna get home a few minutes to slide in here, man. Let me check something out. Make sure I got my settings correct here, man. Khalid Hassan. Khalid Hassan, what's up, homie? Let me make sure I got everything even over here on my joint, man. Alright. Wonder if I should mix this down to mono, man. All right, man. Yo, Scant Dollar, what's good, man? Yo, if you can hear me loud and clear, man, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat for me, man. If you can't hear me, put a two in the chat for me, homies. The Iron Mike, Khalid Hassan, Scant Dollars in the building. Memory Tyson, what's good, bro? Khalid, all right. Got a one in the chat from the homie. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit just in case, man. People ain't really hearing me loud and clear. That should get me straight right there. All right, let's get ready to do this, man. We're gonna get a home as a few minutes to slide in here, man, before we get physical with this thing, man. Let me expand the chat box, man. The chat box is a little small. Kind of like my chat box to be a little bit bigger than that, man. All right, we good. We good. I can see everything that's going on now in the chat box. J is in the building. What up, homie? Marcus Ilmore is in the building. What's good with you, brother? Hey, I'm glad you caught one, bro. This is a good one to catch, too, man. Kurt Nuchapia is in the building. What up, homie? So I'm going to come on out of this YouTube, man. Go ahead and shut it on down. It be drawing too much CPU while I'm on the show, man. I'm going to try this, man. Hopefully it won't shut us all the way down. All right, we should be good. We're in the building, homies. We're in the building. Let's give the people a few minutes to slide in here, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man, on this early Tuesday morning, man. Well, not really early Tuesday morning, man. Lunchtime, pretty much. Unless you're on the West Coast, then it's early in the morning for you, homie. Appreciate you being in the joint anyway, man. Jason the King is in the building. What up, King? Good to see you in the joint, man. As you can see, man, we got a crazy topic for today, man. I know it's the lunch hour, man, so we ain't gonna be in here long, man. Maybe an hour, 15 minutes or so. Try not to make them too long midday. But yeah, man, over the past couple of months or so, man, you know, I've had a couple chicks, man, trying to, talk that commitment talk to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know, they know me, they know what I'm about, but they've been talking that commitment talk to me, homie. Saying, you know how that goes, man. Ah, DeRay Vicious is in the building. What up, homie? So you know how that thing goes, man. You know I cannot do any of those crazy things like that, man. Oh, you know what? I do need to open this joint up, man. Vibe Rationale is in the building. What up, homie? Hopefully this won't crash me out, man. I do need to open this thing up though for a minute. I'm grinding, man. I'm trying to catch the homie AMS, man. Right now, I'm still on the planet here in the stratosphere. I mean, I'm flying around, but I'm still on the planet here in the stratosphere somewhere, man. So I'm trying to grind and catch up to the homie, man. All right, man. I forgot what I came here. Oh, I know what I came here to do, man. All right, a few more minutes, man. We're gonna get the people a couple more minutes, man. Then we're gonna go ahead and get rowdy with this thing the way it should be. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Watching all my joints, man. My joints starting to pick up a little bit, man. I appreciate that, homies. Whoa, why is this thing not monetized, man? We're gonna do something about this. Yeah, they're tripping. All right. One quick thing to do here, homies. One quick thing to do here, man, and we can go ahead and get started. One quick thing to do here. Then we can get ready to get started, man. Y'all give me a brief second here, man. Just a brief second. Let me get my wrenches out, man, right quick. I Here's what I do, man. Let's see who up in the joint, man. All right, man. We have 20 watching so far, man. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to get that thing physical though, man. Got one more minute, homie. Just give me one more minute and we gonna Yo, I'm trying to see what the problem is why y'all can only hear me on the left, man. Somebody else told me that they can only hear me on the left, man. I don't know what the business is with that. Let me see what's really going on, man. Let me check out the properties. Maybe I should use device timestamps. All right. So you gonna anybody who can only hear me in the left ear, man, put a one up in the chat, man. Let me go in here to the live dashboard, man, and see if it's something that I need to adjust in this joint. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It's always something, man. Let me check it out and see what's happening. I don't know, man. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all bear with me, and I get it fixed for the next one, man. I don't really know what's going on with it, man. I got the same joint that I always have. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is, homies. It's crazy, man. Yo, I know what it is, man. It's the system that I'm using, man. It records mono, man, to the left. I don't know whether I'll fix it, man. Y'all bear with me on this one, man. You know what I'm saying? I get it taken care of, man. By the time I come on next time, man, I get it knocked out. So, Justy Bees is in the building. What up, homie? And somebody else told me that, and then I'm looking at my mic, man. I'm seeing that it's only feeding on the left channel, man. Yeah, it's something I'm gonna have to fix with my recording system, man. It records that way when I'm doing studio work. It records that way. It's better to record that way and then bounce it over to a multi-track mono and then stereo it out. And I'm talking a whole bunch of shit, man. That don't matter right now. All right, let's get into this thing, man. We've been sitting here waiting long enough. Welcome back to another episode of the High Altitude Show. I'm your host with the most, Mr. BoA, aka Book of Alpha Running Me. Welcome to the stream, homies. Welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody being in the joint. Let's talk about something real today, man. Something that I know we're all on the hook for. And I know for a fact, man, that for me, it's not an option for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I get a little bit of pressure from it from time to time from women, but it's never going to be an option for me, man. But recently, I've been getting some pressure, a little bit of pressure, homies, to consider commitment. Now, homies. That's just not the way it's gonna be. But I am getting a little pressure from that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, my answer to all of that, and the chicks who've been talking to me about it, they listening. Right now, I know you listening. Tell you like I'm gonna tell you in front of the homies, like I told you to your face. Man, I ain't marrying nobody. You understand what I'm saying? And we talk a lot about the system and how man, I don't care if the system wasn't set up the way it is. The system could be any way. We could all, as men, sit down and come up with the perfect way for the system to be. And I'm still telling you, I ain't marrying nobody, homie. I don't even like the word. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't marrying nobody. At no point am I marrying anybody. I don't care who she is. I don't care what she brings to the table. I don't care about none of that. I ain't marrying nobody. Now, there's several reasons for this. I saw the homie Vi Rationale said something earlier about, let me see what he said. Marriage is a Masonic ceremony and slash business. I agree with you 100%, man. Uh, oh, Kurt Nujapia has a great question here. Let me address this before we go deep. He said, what type of donation is more direct to creators, PayPal or Super Chat? PayPal. You know what I'm saying? If it would bereave you to, if it would bereave you to, not bereave you to, but behoove you to donate to PayPal, man, then I prefer the PayPal donation, man. It comes directly to me with the, with the whole super chat thing. Now, I'm not telling you don't super chat. Hey, if you hear some creators complain about super chats, BoA ain't one of them. You understand what I'm saying? But if I have a preference, of course, PayPal is going to be the preference. So, man, there are several reasons besides what Vi Rationale said, man. Listen, you can let's sit down as men and think of all the reasons that we ain't even think about marriage. The way it's set up, the divorce laws, the child support laws, the alimony, all of that crap. Then the fact that it's a business, then the fact, as the homie said, it's a Masonic ceremony. Take all of that away from it. Make it the perfect scenario. Make it the ideal situation. Make it to where like it used to be back in biblical times. Make it like that. Man, I still ain't finna marry nobody, man. I ain't finna do it, homies. It ain't in me. The scenario ain't in me. The idea ain't in me. Man, I ain't gonna do it. I don't care who is gonna do it. I tell you who ain't gonna do it, and that's the homie Mr. BoA. I ain't gonna do it, homie. I refuse at any time. When I think about doing it, I get sick to my stomach just a little bit. When I see somebody do it, I get sick to my stomach a lot bit. Let me tell you something, man. These are three things you can guarantee that are gonna happen when you marry a woman. There are three things you can guarantee that are gonna happen. She's gonna change. She's not gonna be the same, you know, she's not going to be the same woman who's aggressively pursuing the things that bring you joy, aggressively doing everything in her power to bring you happiness, aggressively doing everything in her power to make sure that you're not going anywhere. Those days are done for her at that point because she's already got the prize. You got to understand when it comes to this whole marriage thing, you're the prize. As men, we're not raised to say, well, you grow up, and then you do this, and then you get married, and then you have children. We ain't raised like that, man. That's the American dream for the female. So you're already the prize going in. So why cross your line all the way to the point to make yourself a worthless prize? Once you say I do, man, you're a worthless prize, man. You already gotten. Let me tell you something, man. You know this and I know this about women, man. Women want the things. The only thing she wants more than something she can't control is something she can't control. And once you say I do, you're under her control. Not just her control because she's stronger than you, her control because the laws have given her control over your life in some respects. So it doesn't make sense to even consider it, man. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to even consider it, man. There are no benefits. Now, let me tell you something. There was I can't say that I wouldn't have married a woman once upon a time. There was a time where if you didn't marry a woman, you wasn't going to be able to get no sex. Because this was way before our time, way before your great-great-great-grandmama time, way before we were ever slaves in America. There was a time when the women stayed at home and they were virgins at their father's house until somebody came and married them. You wasn't going to get no woman if you ain't get married back then. But we wasn't getting married back then. We were just going taking a wife. You see, I ain't saying, let me correct something. I ain't saying I won't take no wife. I'm saying I ain't getting married. There's a big difference. I'll take a wife, but I ain't getting married. See what I'm saying? We're talking about two different things here. China White is in the building working that wrench. Don't make a turn to the Grinch by coming in here with that beta male simp mangina shit, because she's going to get you out of here. And if she ain't paying attention because she's doing something else, I'm going to get you out of here. But I will take a wife, man. This whole concept of marriage, honestly, man, for us, is based on being able to track slaves in twos, man. Being able to pair slaves up together. Because you got to understand, when we first, not when we first arrived in this country, we are the original people here, but we don't get into that on this stream. But during slavery, we didn't have any power to do anything. So marrying a woman didn't get you any prestige, didn't get you any power, not as a slave. So the whole purpose of it being enforced the way it is now is just, but even now, the government tracks you, man. The government ties you and a woman together, man, and it tracks you by your taxes, and y'all file taxes together, either married filing separate, married filing jointly, but you file married filing something. There are no benefits for a man in marriage, man. So I ain't married nobody, but I will take a wife. Another problem with it is not only are they going to change, but all the intimacy that you think you're going to get. I don't even understand how this day and age a man could be looking at marriage saying, man, I'm going to go ahead and lock her down, man, so I can get this good loving all the time. That's what your mind says, but I am telling you, you're not going to be getting that good loving all the time. You may initially, it depends on how long y'all been together. Because if y'all been together long enough, you already ain't getting it. And this is the crazy thing to me. Like, the same thing with Robert De Niro. Why would you be with a woman 10 years and then marry her, man? You know the novelty is already gone. You know the intimacy ain't where it was. You know the appreciation of her presence is not there anymore. That's why as soon as he married, he wanted a divorce. Ain't no possible way, man, that after 10 years, after 1 year, but especially after a decade, man, what do you see that makes you want to marry a woman after a decade with her, man? The craziest thing in the world, man. So I will not, I will not at any point marry nobody, but I will take a wife. Another thing about the whole marriage thing, another reason why I won't do it. Another reason why I won't do it because you can guarantee it is rare, homies. I've seen it happen. Now I'm not gonna sit and tell you I haven't seen it happen. It is rare that after you marry a woman, she's gonna continue to stay in shape. She is not going to stay in shape. If you marry one man within 5 years, man, she gonna gain anywhere from 30 to 100 pounds. I can guarantee it. And I ain't even talking about from having a baby. I'm talking about she gonna gain 30 to 100 pounds. Now, if your woman gains some weight because she had a child, then you just gotta, you gotta chalk that one up, man, to help her get back in shape. You know what I'm saying? She did that carrying your seed, man. Carrying your seed to fruition. So you got to give her a pass on that, man. But you got to make sure she's doing the things she need to do to not gain that weight like that. She gonna gain some weight, ain't nothing you can do about it. But to gain 100 pounds, you can stave that off. But if she just laying around, man, getting out of a routine of taking care of her body because she feel like she got you, man, I'm telling you, man, a husband has less value than a boyfriend. I promise you that. A husband has less value than a boyfriend. Now, a husband's set of responsibilities may have more value than a boyfriend's set of responsibilities. You see, if I live in my spot and she lives in her spot, my set of responsibilities are slim when it comes to her. I don't have no responsibilities. You understand what I'm saying? If I marry her, then I take on the responsibility of being her financial provider. See what I'm saying? So a husband's set of responsibilities, of course, they outweigh, and that's where men get trapped when they get into this marriage thing, man. They let their set of responsibilities start to represent who they are. How do you go from being a single man where only the things you love, only the things you enjoy, only the things you built your life around are important to you, and then suddenly you jump into a situation where you forget all of that, and then suddenly everything that you value, everything that attaches value to you is based on what you provide for someone else, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. No doubt, Rude Imp is in the building. What up, homie? Solo Rockin' is in the building. What up, bro? I agree, man. There is absolutely no reason, man. I can't even understand the logic in it. So you think about this, Dre Ralph. What up, homie? So you think about this as well, man. Like you cannot. Let me tell you. Let me jump on what Rude just said. The reason the side dude has the highest value is it's kind of tricky because technically speaking, the side dude. Well, we're not talking about value to the woman. We're talking about value to himself. The side dude has more value to himself. Now, he has the least amount of value to the woman because he's the easiest interchangeable. He's the easiest interchangeable piece. Like, he can be interchanged with another side dude. The husband can't be interchanged that easily. Even the boyfriend can't be interchanged that easily. There's some emotional attachment there from the woman to the man, from the man to the woman in those situations. So, but when it comes to having value to yourself, compromising yourself the least, oh yeah, the side dude has all the value. The side dude is the only one in this scenario who stays completely who he is and still gets the benefit of sleeping with the woman. The only benefit that she brings to the table is her ability to give you pleasure. So the husband's getting that whenever he can. The boyfriend's getting that whenever he can. The side dude's getting that pretty much whenever he wants. You see what I'm saying? The side dude is the primary benefactor of her, beneficiary of her physical pleasure ability, her physical pleasure giving ability. So he can deal with her whenever he wants to, and he only has to deal with her in that one way. The only thing she comes to him for is to get her back broke. That's it. She only wants the savage pack from the side dude. Now, the thing is, the side dude compromises himself by being the third option. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I be chilling so hard, man. You know, that's why I just wait for a woman to choose. And let me tell you another thing, man. We'll get into this after this, man. I'm trying to stop from jumping from topic to topic because then I forget what the hell I was talking about. But either way, if you're dealing with a female, you're going to compromise yourself in some way. It's up to you what type of compromise you want to make. If you're the side dude, you're gonna make the compromise. You're gonna be, and it may not matter to. It matters less if you just knocking her down. It matters less, but you could compromise your spiritual energy if she's married. You see what I'm saying? The side dude's options, if he's a man of moral fiber, if he's a man of any moral fiber, his options are limited because the married women are off limits. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he doesn't really worry about moral fiber, then hey man, the side dude is the top notch position to be in. If you don't care anything about moral fiber and you don't have a moral compass that does anything, you ain't worrying about it. You just living your best life, man. You only live one life. Your motto is YOLO. You only live once. You ain't studying that other stuff. The side dude's position for you to be in. But if you have a moral compass that determines and dictates your decisions and how you approach life, then that eliminates all the married women. You see what I'm saying? So your options are more limited, but hey man, that ain't nothing. Hell, you should be trying to limit your options anyway. Even if you got all the options, you should be trying to limit them, man, because really giving all your energy and time, and this is the main reason that I am not going to get married. Because the husband is the one who is required to give all of his time and energy to the woman. All of his time and energy. If you're the boyfriend, I look at it like this. Once you cohabitate with a woman, you the husband, homie. You can try to act like you ain't the husband because you ain't married legally, but you can't say, I ain't married nobody legally. I ain't with legal marriage. And then you start living like husband and wife and say, well, I ain't married. Nah, homie. Once you cohabitate with a woman, you're a husband. You know what I'm saying? Think what you want to think. You see, that's the thing about us. We can't have these two-sided minds. We can't have these double minds. We can't sit and say, well, I don't believe in marriage. But you're living like a married couple, but you're like, I ain't no, nah, homie. When you in that situation, you're a husband. You might well chalk it up to the game. The only difference between you and a husband, if you cohabitating with a woman, man, is the marriage license. And since we're against the marriage license, that ain't no difference that we gonna even talk about. So you're required to give all of your time and energy. I'm not saying you don't think nothing about yourself. I'm saying all of your time and energy has to consider her. Before you do anything, you have to consider her. Before you take a trip and go out of town for a week, you have to consider her. Before you go to the grocery store and buy groceries, you have to consider her. You understand what I'm saying? You have to consider her, man. And the thing is, man, if you're saying you're the type of dude, man, that you can cohabitate with a woman, man, that don't consider her at all, man, then you ain't being realistic, man. Because then this is the thing. If she means that little to you, if she's that insignificant to you, then you're a fool for even cohabitating with her in the first place. If you're going to be fool enough to cohabitate with a woman, at least cohabitate with a woman, man, that mean a little something to you. Damn. You mean tell me, man, you go buy food and just buy what you want and she got to fend for herself? Why the hell you living with her, man, if you don't even care what she eat? See what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It don't make no sense at all, man. Yeah. They told me about it earlier, King Bills, man. It's something I'm gonna have to take care of, my sister, man. Y'all bear with me on this one, man. I know the right side audio is out, man, and y'all just bear with me on this one, man. I'll have it knocked out by the time we get back in here next time, man. You know what I'm saying? Little joint I'm dealing with right here with my with my studio setup, man. When I record music, man, I record one track. I record one track in mono, man, and then I dump it over double mono and then come back and stereo it out together. It sounds better once I stereo it out to me. And since my ears are the only one that matters, and that part of the process, I just go with that. And I didn't think about, man, resetting it for this. But y'all just bear with me, man. Y'all bear with me. So you have to understand, man, that when you're in that situation, you're in the worst position. Like if you cohabitate, man, or if you're a husband, let's just call it what it is. If you're a husband, man, you're in the worst position. Like you're in the worst position because you have the hardest. If you side dude, you can just don't answer her calls no more. You know what I'm saying? If you're the husband, you can't do that. You can't just not answer her calls no more because you gotta go home to her. You know what I'm saying? Or she got to come home to you. Everything in your life is compromised at that point, man. It don't make no sense. And let me tell you another thing, man. This is the thing you have to realize, man. It's not about if she's going to cheat. It's about when she's going to cheat. You may be with a woman 10 years, man, and she never step out. But if she step out in year number 11, all those 10 years were wasted. If she step out in year number 15, all those 14 years were wasted. Whenever she steps out, if she stepped out of year number 30, you just wait 29 years of your life, man, with a woman you weren't even supposed to be with, obviously. You see what I'm saying? Marriage, nothing with women is forever. The only thing that with women that is forever is her focus on herself. Like nothing else with her is forever, man. So when you're thinking that you're gonna go into this marriage and it's gonna be a forever thing, like when you take those vows, when you say them, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself, but believing yourself at the same time. Ken Wood, what's good, homie? Yeah, Ken said he ain't getting no sound at all, man. Yeah, shit. Let me see. Left side audio out, man. Let me see. Let me hit Ken Wood, man. I gotta fix that, man. So, you look at that thing, man, and so that's just the thing that's going to happen, man. So why am I gonna be the one that get cheated on? I mean, listen, she's gonna cheat. She's either gonna cheat on you or with you. That's it. She's either gonna cheat on you or with you. Who are you gonna be? You know what I'm saying? It makes absolutely no sense, man. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you another thing, man. I tell you another thing. Hey, and I got a video coming up on this later on, man. Actually, man, I just finished editing it before I came on this show. And so I'm gonna upload it when I'm done with the show, man. It's top notch. Then you have to wonder, like, what kind of woman would you marry in the first place? She's gonna have to be your idea of a good girl. Now we can all say, none of them are good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So basically what you're saying is sometimes you deal with no good women. If you're saying that, what I am saying is you have to deal with your concept of what a good girl is, or as close as you can get to it. Now let's talk about what woman in this society represents that more than anyone. The good girl. Whatever your preference is, when we say good girl in this society, 9 times out of 10, we're talking about the things she does versus the things she doesn't do. We don't really want a woman that's a party animal. We don't really want no woman that's caught up in that's caught up on the internet like that. We don't really want no woman that smokes and drinks and does all that. We don't really want no woman, man, that's always trying to have her face in the place in no type of scenario. You know what I'm saying? We want a woman that's comfortable being at the crib or chilling with us. This sounds like a church girl to me, man. You know what I'm saying? The one who has the most qualities that we look for is the church girl. Now, none of them are perfect, but the one who has the most qualities that we look for in everyday life, everyday living, it's the Christian church girl. Now, tell me this, and I'm going to talk about this later. Even if you think she might be the best one, she's certainly not. She's certainly not. You have to understand, man, that no woman. Yo, I don't know if I'm back yet, man. They just kicked my stream out, man. All right, Ken Wood, I appreciate the super chat, man. They just kicked the stream out again, man. I don't really know what happened then. All right, we back. I don't know, man. It's something with the settings in this app, man. I'm gonna have to work with the settings a little bit, man. Y'all bear with me on this thing, man. I'm trying to work with this. I'm trying to employ this new app. I like the app, man. I like the way it looks. I like the way it's set up, man. You know what I'm saying? I like everything about it. And so I'm not gonna stop using it, man. I'm just gonna figure out these bugs, man, and keep working with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at the homeboy Berto Blake, man, and see if he got some settings tips on it. But like I was saying, man, we're in a situation where we have to understand that Ken Wood, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. We have to understand that no matter what you think that we can all say, man, well, none of them are perfect. Hey, man, nobody in the world is perfect. So it's redundant and it's facetious as hell to say women aren't perfect. So what, man? We ain't perfect either. We ain't talking about that. Well, we talking about the one who has the most qualities that you might look for. And what we're saying is this: you're not going to come across one who is worth marrying, dealing with, dating, being intimate with. Of course. Marrying? Nah. Nah, bro. I don't even see it. I don't even see the purpose in it. I don't see the logic in it. I don't see why any man would even consider it. Because I ain't marrying nobody. But I will take a wife. See what I'm saying? And there was a time in my life where I'd take your wife. But I'm past those times, man. I'm a reformed pimp, a reformed player, a reformed Mac. That's what I am, man. And when I say reformed, I'm not saying those things were bad. I'm saying I'm reformed from dumping so much energy into those endeavors. You understand? That's why I fell back, man, from all the pimping and all the, having chicks in the shake joint and all that, man. I fell back from all that because I was investing the majority of my day, man, into things that had something to do with females. And at a certain point, it wasn't even worth the money anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like a man who marries a woman because she got a little money. You know what I'm saying? There is no good reason to marry a woman. And then I'm going to tell you this, by the same token, the main thing is that you have to give up 50% control in your life. 50% control, man. Like, what woman have you met that you say she's so much like you? She's so powerful. She's so strong. She's so wise. She's so spiritually sound that you can trust her with 50% of the control in your life, man. Tell me where you met her at. Tell me where she at so I can find me one. Gabrielle Sully is in the building. What up, Sully? So I'm telling you now, man, that, let me see, man. Is my ticker? My ticker ain't on, is it, man? Hold up, man. Let me go ahead and fix my ticker, man. My ticker should be on, man. Let me go ahead and fix it. I don't understand why it ain't on, man. It should be. Hold up. Hold up, homies. My donation ticket is not doing its thing, man. Hold up, homies. Let me check something out right here, man. It might not let me do it while I'm live on the stream, man. But anyway. So this is what I'm saying, homies. All I'm saying is this. When I think about the reasons that I myself would say, I'm going to marry a woman, I can't think of one. When I think of a reason for me to say, I'm going to cohabitate with the woman, because it's beneficial to me. And here's how it's beneficial. I come up with a blank. I come up with a pure blank. Because there is no reason that is beneficial. There is no reason that I should put myself in that situation. And I'll tell you something else that happens, man. And for me, this is one of the major things that happens, man. Like, this is one of the major things that happens in that situation. You end up losing yourself. I'm afraid to lose myself, man. I'm afraid to wake up and not know who I am. I'm afraid to wake up and not remember the things I enjoy. I'm afraid to wake up and look around and see everything around me is based on what someone else likes. And all of the things that I enjoy are gone. And I can't even remember when the last time I had them. I like to fish, man. I don't want to wake up and look up and it's been a whole year, man, since I've been to the lake. I like to travel, man. I like to go to music industry events, man. I like to go to music industry functions and conferences. I don't want to look up, man. It's been 5 years since I've been the one that all my contacts, I done lost them because I ain't even involved in it no more, man. I like to come on and go live, man. I like to do live shows. I like to put up content. I like to do content on Patreon, man. I like to be on my joint putting up content. I don't want to have to fall back and then y'all guys start going looking somewhere else for the content, man, because I ain't putting it up no more. All because my time is all taken because I got to invest all my time and energy into someone else, man. That's what happens to you in marriage, man. And not just because, and let's get one thing straight. It is not because your wife gonna be so crooked and she gonna try to drain all your energy and all that. It's because as a married man, once you make that vow, you suddenly become a weaker version of yourself. You have just vowed your loyalty, your love to someone who cannot reciprocate it. You know good and well she can't reciprocate your love, man. You know that. So you have just weakened yourself. And you can never regain the full esteem of your manhood, of your masculinity, man, because you have compromised it. And it is beyond repair. Everything you do will be, man, let me tell you something. How many men do you know right now? How many men do you know? At all. Who say, man, I can't wait till I get married, man, so I can have these children, man, and spend all my time being a father, man, and just dump my life into that, man, and and being a husband, man, is the greatest thing ever, man. I just can't wait to get married, man. How many men you know that are distraught because they can't find no husband, because the woman that they met, they thought that she was gonna be the wife, but she wasn't. Women ain't worth being wives. How many men you know distraught by that? We know all that, but how many men do you know are looking at their lives saying they running out of time to find a wife, man? None of us are saying that because we don't care about that. When you find yourself in that situation, man, it's because you allowed yourself to be trapped. Matter of fact, you trapped yourself in that situation. Nobody held a gun to a man's head and told him to go stand in front of that preacher and say, I do. No, man, the days of the shotgun wedding are gone, man, at least in this country. Maybe some other culture you can go to, man, you're going to get on there, you're going to get your head knocked off. But here, the days of the shotgun wedding are gone. No man is going to the chapel, man, or going down there, walking down, waiting at the end of that aisle because somebody got a pistol to his head or a shotgun to his head. Men are willingly putting themselves in a situation. And I'm going to tell you another thing about this whole thing. 50% of them end in divorce anyway. So there's a 50-50 chance that when you go through all that, all you're doing is wasting time and biding your time until you end up being divorced anyway, homie. Tell me how much sense this makes, man. You notice I haven't said one positive thing about marriage yet. But hey, man, like I said, I ain't marrying nobody, but I will take a wife. He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, not he who gets married. I ain't got time for that foolishness, man. None of us do. Who are we to put ourselves in a situation, man, that we can't get out of? Man, let me tell you something. I'm not willingly putting myself in no situation I can't just walk away from the next day. What I look like? If you got a job right now and you hate it, you can give them a 2-week notice if you want to, but you ain't got to. You can leave today and tell them I ain't coming back no more. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not putting myself willingly in no situation, man, that I can't walk away from if I want to the next day, man. Anything you put yourself in and you can't get out of, man, it's a trap. Go up north in them woods, man, and step in the bear trap. Watch how long you sit there. You're gonna sit in the bear trap till a bear come eat you. You can't get out of it. It's a trap. Look at the hood. Where all the D boys at? They call it the trap. They call it the trap because it's a trap. You can't get out of it. The best way to get out of the trap is to not get trapped in the trap. Marriage is a trap, man. Why would I put myself in a trap? What's so great in that trap that I'm going to say, woo, woo, boy, 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 look at this trap. Man, I sure love this trap. I'm going to go ahead and get myself caught up in this trap, man. I love this trap. Come on, man. Why can't I get this trap? Come on, man. Don't do this to me, man. Y'all have got to. Y'all have got to understand, man, that it just don't make no sense to do it, homie. Don't make no sense to do it. Let me give y'all this Streamlabs link right quick, man. If you want to donate, man. I won't let me type through that, will it? See, this that foolishness right here, man. All I'm saying is this, homies. I ain't married nobody. But, but, I will take a wife. No doubt about it. Man, let me tell you something. I know cats right now, man. A Supreme is in the building. Let me tell you something. I know something right now, man. I know somebody right now. And man, that's how come, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Throughout my life, man, I've turned down record deals, man. I've turned down record deals, man, with major labels. I've turned down record deals, man, with imprints that had deals with that had distribution deal with major labels. Cause I'm not finna sign no contract, man. To do what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how come on work for nobody, man. You got to sign contracts, man, to get a job for somebody, man. Like you literally got to sign contracts. Some contracts you can't avoid. Like you starting a business, man. You gotta sign contracts. You know, you gotta have some contractual obligations, man. You have to, you know, to be legal. But everything that I can avoid, man, I avoid it. And that marriage is one of those things, man, that I can avoid. I will avoid. I ain't got time for it, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me, homies. You know, it might be for you, but it will not be me. So, man, there's just a lot of things, man, that, you know, and then when I see dudes, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've seen men, man, who were living their best life, man. I saw them a year after marriage, man, and these dudes were miserable. They let themselves go. It's hard to hold on to yourself, man. It's hard to be who you are. It's hard to hold on to the joy of life. It's really hard to hold on to the joy of life when you're looking at yourself and you don't have the will to live the life you were living before because the rewards of living that life have been robbed from you, man. What's the purpose in staying fit, man, if you ain't gonna get no women? What's the purpose in staying fit if you can't go on no vacation by yourself? You know what I'm saying? The average dude won't go on a vacation by himself, man, but he'll watch his woman go on a girl's trip. Now tell me how logical that is. Tell me how that sound, man. The average dude will not. Streamlab links right there, man. Go ahead and bust out that Streamlab links. You want to make a donation, man, to the stream. So you have to understand, man, that I am not going to allow myself to be put in a situation where I can't win. You can't win in marriage, bro. That's the main thing. You can't win. As a man, you should always be trying to put yourself in a win-win situation. At least a win-lose situation where you got a chance to win. Marriage is a lose-lose situation for a man. It's a lose-lose situation. What part of marriage can you win at? You can't even win at locking the woman down. Ain't no guarantee you're going to lock her down because you marry her, man. You're going to lock her into your life. But I'm talking about lock her down. Lock her loyalty down. Lock her fidelity down. Lock her dedication down. Lock her love down. Hell, you can't even lock her lust down. So tell me what part of marriage is a win for a man? Papadre 123 is in the building. What up, homie? Jamal Abir. Jamal in the building. Jamal Abir, my here. What's up, homie? The homie Jam is in the building. Papadre 123, I appreciate the super chat, brother. So you have to understand, man, that it is always going to be something that you can't win at. You simply cannot win. You simply will not win. It is impossible to do, man. You know, and the more I think about it, man, the more I feel like, you know, as a man, you should feel weak if you even consider that. If you're considering that right now, man, you should feel your manhood drifting out of you. You should feel yourself becoming a weaker version of yourself, man. Because there's no way you can legally marry a woman and not give her power. It ain't even got nothing to do with no understanding you have with her. Man, let me tell you something. You can have a woman in your life who respects your position of authority in her life. She respects that you are the authority figure in your life and hers. She respects that everything that takes place has to funnel through you first. Every decision is your final decision. You can marry that same woman and she'll forget that within the first year because she ain't got to do it no more. And let me tell you something different between a single woman and a married woman. A single woman don't hang around married women. A married woman does. So your single woman ain't going to be going getting all that foolishness put in her head from married women. Your married woman is going to go get all that foolishness put in her head from married women who have already manipulated the system and got their men walking around like little steppy fetcher boys. You understand what I'm saying? Any husband is a do boy. If you're a husband, you're a do boy. And your only reward is that you get some intimacy sometime. The same intimacy you were getting before you became a do boy. See, it'd be different if women had the value of for themselves that they would make all men wait to be intimate. But once she gives you the intimacy, why are you going to go ahead and marry her? She's already given you the things she has to offer. The thing that you used to have to marry her for, you ain't got to marry her to get it no more. Hell, a lot of times you ain't even got to date her to get it. So when I look at it, I'm asking myself, when you think about marriage and you think about the reason that it was originally put in place, ask yourself, even taking a wife now. So I ain't marrying nobody, but I will take a wife if I can find a wife. Because he who findeth the wife findeth a good thing. So I'll take a wife. I just got to find one first. See what I'm saying? But even taking a wife now in this society, why? Man, listen, the only time a woman's going to make you wait for intimacy, man, if you're a beta male simp mangina, man. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself out there like that, no other man is going to wait for intimacy, man, because this is the problem. If you find a woman who does make you wait, she ain't made nobody else wait. You understand what I'm saying? If you find an unmarried woman who's making you wait until marriage, she should be a virgin. Unless she's just going to start making you wait. She ain't make nobody else wait till marriage. Obviously, she ain't married. She ain't never been married. Now, here you are. She going to make you wait till marriage. Man, you're a fool if you do that. If you wait for marriage when nobody else did, man, you're a fool. But these are the type of things we deal with in this world right now, man. These are the type of idiotic outlooks that men worldwide, but especially in the United States, are dealing with. And I ain't dealing with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I ain't marrying nobody. But I will take a wife. If I can find a wife. Hey, man, I'm going to add that to the title of this stream, man. I like that, man. I need to add that, man. Oh, man, that's top notch right there, boy. So I say, man, when it comes to all of the possible benefits of being in a situation like marriage, I can't think of one. Man, if I could think of one, I'd do it, brothers. If anybody can tell me one, I'd do it. Any brother can tell me one, I'd do it. Listen, boy. I marry a woman I know right now. I just marry her just because. If anybody can tell me the one benefit I would get from marrying a woman, tell me what it is. As soon as anybody in the world, as long as I'm alive, if anybody can tell me a true benefit, now don't tell me something that's a benefit and then I can refute it and be like, how the hell you think that's a benefit? I'm talking about a true benefit. If anybody can tell, I'm so confident that there are no benefits to marriage for a man that if anybody can tell me one, I'll just marry a woman that I know that want to marry me. Hell, every woman that know me want to marry me. I'll marry a woman right now. Anybody can give me a benefit. One benefit. It ain't even got to be a big one. It could be a little one. It ain't got to be in that life altering, homie. Tell me one. You can't tell me one, and that's why I ain't married nobody. But I will take a wife if I could find one. So that's the bottom line, man. Listen, I put that challenge out, man, all over the world. Anybody, hit me an email, come in the live chat, send me a message, do something, say it in the comments, put it on Facebook, put it anywhere you want to, put it on Instagram and tag me, Book of Alpha running me. I'm telling you, man, you can't tell me no reason. I guarantee you, man, you know I'm confident in this boy, Von. And you know I ain't gonna lie to you. If somebody give me a reason that's a benefit, man, I'll marry a woman for that benefit. They ain't even no lie. I ain't even lying to you, man. Now, am I going to stay married to her? I ain't saying nothing like that, but I'll marry her. I'll do it. Yeah, man, that's beta, man. What you mean? Hey, Supreme, tell me what you mean establish something deeper. If you want to wait to establish something deeper, what's deeper? What's that deeper thing you think you can establish? I'm interested in knowing this, man, really. I know I sound facetious and cocky and what's the other word I'm looking for, man? When you really don't mean what you're saying, you're just saying it to pacify somebody, man, to patronize somebody. I don't know. It's something I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember the word. But yeah, just tell me that thing, man, that deeper thing that you will want to establish. Because I can't think of no deeper thing to establish. I mean, if we gonna be honest about the nature of the female, then we can't sit and say that, realistically, that there's something deeper. But I want your opinion on that, Ace. Tell me what you think is, sarcasm. That's what it is, Soul Star, sarcasm. So that's what it is, man. The whole sarcasm thing. Like, I'm not even being sarcastic, man. I literally want to know what you had to say about this. Homie said maybe a strong spiritual connection. See, this is the thing. The strong spiritual connection happens before any other connection. The spiritual realm is more powerful and deeper than anything that we can fathom with our human minds, with our carnal minds. So the spiritual connection is there before anything. You can't develop a spiritual connection with a woman. It's either there because her spirit is already in her. Your spirit is already in you. So if there's no spiritual connection from the beginning, you're not going to develop that unless you change. Because she ain't going to change. I can guarantee you that, man. She ain't going to change. And that's the reality of it, man. She is not going to change. So, it's a great concept. You know what I'm saying? It's a great concept. Kenneth Myers is in the building. Hollywood Huggins is in the building, man. Your tools should pop up in a minute, homie. Keith Myers say a ride or die partner. Yeah, man, they don't ride or die though, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't ride or die. They don't ride or die, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, no man ain't never had a ride or die chick, man. Because the thing is, if you ever had a ride or die chick, you still got her. And she still ride or die. Ride or die means that she's going to ride with you or die. That means that as long as she's alive, if she isn't dead, she's going to ride with you. A lot of women can play the role. A lot of them can play like they ride or die. A lot of them can play like they good and wholesome. Hey, man, Hollywood is full of actresses. Your life is full of actresses right now. There's a chick at your, if you work a job, there's a chick at your place of employment right now, man, that hate her job, but she always smiling and acting like she happy. She hate her life. There's a chick who coming in there every day, man, and you think that she just coming in there, man, with her face beat because she thinks she's supposed to look like a clown, but she ain't, man. She covering up bruises because somebody putting hands on her every day, but she's smiling every day. Actresses, man. The world is full of alphas and actresses, and everybody else is a beta male simp mangina. Alphas and actresses, and everyone else is a beta male simp mangina. Mr. Juice is in the building. What up, Juice? Lamar Hudnall is in the building. What up, homie? So the days of Bunny and Clyde are gone, man. They gone, homie. That's it. It's over. Let me see, man. So, I just say, man, there is no possible reason. No doubt, man, Savage Pack Posse all day, man. Matter of fact, yeah, no doubt, Dre Ralph. You know what, man? I got some, let me put y'all up on something right quick, man. Want to give y'all this thing right here, man, while I'm thinking about it. Yo, man, the No Jack January shirts, man, will be here tomorrow, man. Midnight. Y'all be looking for that, man. Be top notch. All right. Let me put y'all up on this right here, man. This is the it's a link to Savage Pack t-shirts, man. I'll go ahead and grab that, man. Go ahead and do yourself something now, man. Savage Pack sweatshirts, rather. So I say this, man. Rob, what up, homie? What up? America's not a place for marriage for African American men at all. No doubt. No doubt, bro. Heights for sure. There's just no place for it, man. Like you simply can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, for some reason, man, you know, you had to be 18 to view my Patreon, man. You know what I'm saying? I put one video up, man, and they I think it was the thumbnail, man. I put it up, man, and they made my channel an adult channel, man. So really, once I saw they did that, I just realized they did it like a couple days ago, man. So I'm finna really start going raw on Patreon now, man. They already made me they pretty much made me a porn channel, pretty much, man. You gotta be 18 or older, man, to you know to even to be a patron, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to go in over there, man. Real talk. Oh, same to you, Rob H, man. Same to you, bro. So, no doubt, Jay. I appreciate that, Jamal. So, well, you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I know pimps, like true pimps. You know what I'm saying? Family members, pimps, uncles, pimps, and to be honest with you, man, they settled down, but they didn't marry nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I ain't marrying nobody, but I'll take a wife. I'll have a wife. I'm just not finna marry nobody. You see what I'm saying? You can have a wife without marriage. The term wife was around way before marriage was. So, yeah. Eventually, you settle down, man. Of course. I mean, if you got somebody worth settling down with, if you got somebody that been holding you down, a lot of time the pimps I know personally, my people, they all just settle down with one of their chicks that roll with them all the way through, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time, man, be they bottom chick, man. The ones who don't blow their bottom chick. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to blow your bottom chick, man. You got to really fall off, man. Get caught up in some, you got to get jammed up and go to prison or something like that, man. And get caught up getting high, man, or something like that. But for real, a lot of other times, man, they end up, man, just selling down with their bottom chick, man. You know what I'm saying? Not their bottom chick who probably rolled with them from the beginning, but the bottom chick who rolled with them the long the bottom chick that's still with them at the end. So yeah, you can settle down, man, but we ain't talking about settling down. We talking about marriage. Settling down and marriage, man, two different things, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every man, if you find one worth settling down with, man, settle down with him. But don't marry nobody. You can't do it, homie. Appreciate the wood, appreciate it, man. Oh man, they messing with the stream again, homie. Hold up. If you can hear me, man, put a one in the chat. Look like they're messing with the joint again, man. Okay, all right. I'm looking at my joint, man. It's kind of it's buffering over here on my end, man. All right, homies. All right, we good. Christopher Robinson in the building, man. All right, bet. Let's keep it rolling, then, man. Wolf and Beta Close say, "What do I think about five or lowers choosing on you?" Hey, man, five or lowers choose on me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I think that we live in a society where they're just so confident that I think the problem with fives or lower choosing on you is they don't think they're fives or lower. Like, what woman in this society, in this current society of where you can't be body shaming, where if you think something's wrong with yourself, you can go get it fixed or you can go have a surgery somewhere, assuming you don't die while you're trying to have this procedure. You could go fix anything. Tell me what woman you think you'll ever see in this society, man, that thinks she's a three. There ain't no woman in this society who thinks she's less than a five, man. Period. Period. I know sixes who swear they're dimes. I know sixes who will tell a room full of people that they think they're dimes. I know chicks that's a six in the face, man, that will tell you, man, they think they have one of the most beautiful faces in the world, homie. They be comparing themselves to chicks on TV who don't. None of them look as good as you see them look on TV. That man, when you see a chick on TV, man, that comes with hours of makeup, hours of hair, hours of wardrobe. They have to spend a day, half a day, getting ready for an event that night. So let's say the award show is at 7 p.m. Man, they start getting ready for the award show at 10 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It takes them an hour or two on makeup. Then somebody got to come in and do their hair extensions. It's got to be looking fly. Can't be looking like the corner store weave. So it takes them a while. And then, so they're looking their best. They're looking better than they could ever look in real life. And I know a chick that's a six who would say that she murking everything on TV, man. I'm telling you, bro. You'll be crazy. Man, it's crazy out here, homie. Like, I'm telling you, man. I get fair chooses, man, from... I'm going to be honest with you, man. I do get chose on occasionally from a top-notch chick, man, 9.4. But that's not because I don't attract 9.4s. It's because 9.4s are rare where I am. You know, if I was in Cali somewhere, man, if I was in Miami, South Beach somewhere, I'd probably see them all the time. But 9.4s are rare where I am. I would imagine, man, that only maybe 3% of the women in my area are 9.4s. Only 3%, homie. 3%. So that's another reason why it's so easy for me to just be chilling, man, waiting on women to choose, man. Because if I was going to pursue women, I ain't in no area, man, where I'm around women worth pursuing. You know what I'm saying? AMS is in New York. So, of course, AMS can bounce around, man, and see some top-notch chicks in New York. I'm in the South, homie. The deep South. Listen, the 9.4 variety of women don't gravitate toward the deep South, homie. And there ain't no competition in the deep South. It's not like there's a whole bunch of movie stars or, you know, there's a whole bunch of NBA teams with NBA wives and all these cheerleaders and all that in the deep South. That ain't going on in the deep South. There is no competition. In the deep South, her competition is a chick that's bigger than she is. All she care about is she ain't bigger than that chick. Listen, man, I've been dealing with chicks from the South for a long time. For a long time. They compare themselves to the chicks that's bigger than them. So if she weigh 200 pounds, she don't care. She got a friend that weigh 250. She just ain't big as her. If she weigh 150 pounds, well, 150 pounds, I can handle 150 pounds. For me, I don't want to go much less than 150 pounds myself, man. You know what I'm saying? 150 pounds, 140, 150, that to me, that's top notch. If she got a flat stomach and she 150 pounds, she bad. 150 pound chick, man, with a flat stomach is raw. And she only 14 pounds heavier than the international average for adults. So I am from the South, man. I have spent the majority of my life in the South, so I do like them to be a little thick. I like them to be a little slim thick, man. So 140, 150, top notch. But a chick that's 190 will be okay with being 190 because she know chicks that's 300. A chick that's 300 in the South won't put no rush on getting in shape until she go to the doctor and they say something wrong with her because she got a friend that's 400. See what I'm saying? You ain't got to deal with these type of things I got to deal with down here. So that's what I want you guys to understand. When I'm talking about my outlook on women and how I deal with women, it's based on where I am. If I was somewhere else, if I was in Cali, I'm going to be in Cali in a minute. When I'm in Cali, then my whole outlook on the whole thing going to change. I am probably going to start talking more about my interactions with women. But my interactions with women are slim and far and in between, man, because I don't live where a whole bunch of bad chicks at, man. I just don't. Mark Silkmore is in the build. S. Brown, what's good, homie? Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. It really time for me to touch on the choosing signals again, man. I got them up, but they're live streams, man, and I want to touch on those topics in short video form, man. That's what I'm gonna do, homies. Y'all gonna notice, man, that a lot of the topics that I covered in live streams, I've been getting a lot of emails, man, a lot of messages from, you know, guys who don't have time to sit and watch an hour and a half or 2 hour video, and I understand that. So, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man, when I listen to somebody live stream, man, it's rare that, like, I have a few people who live streams I listen to. You can't just go around, just bounce around, listen to a whole bunch of live streams. And a lot of times, man, when they take them down, I miss them. You know what I'm saying? If I don't catch them live, now if I catch a live stream live, then I'm in there. But as far as like, it's hard, man, to put 2 hours aside, man, to listen to a bunch of live streams, and I got a bunch of them up. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, man. A lot of you guys listen to them. I appreciate that. But I'm gonna narrow it down, man, and I'm gonna go back and touch on some of these topics in a shorter form. 10, 15-minute format. Like my regular content, and touch on those topics, man, because a lot of guys aren't having the opportunity to be exposed to those topics, man, the way they should, just for the simple fact they're in live stream form. And a lot of cats gonna click away when they see a video that's 2 hours. And then another thing about my live streams, it take me 10 minutes to start. So you come in, and I ain't starting for 10 minutes. And so what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna start coming in. Once I go live, man, I'm gonna come in, man, do the greeting, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. I ain't doing the 10-minute wait thing anymore, man, because once I do that, I might well take the live stream down, man, because people don't really want to come, man, listen to a video. They're already clicking on a 2-hour video, and then when they go in, they get 10 minutes in, and and a lot of people don't look at the comments before they do that, so I can't even put in the comment, that if the stream starts at such. I guess I could put it in the first line description, or maybe on the thumbnail. But see, that's just too much hassle, man. So I'm gonna do that, man. Y'all be looking forward to that. So anyway, man, I say it like this, man. I truly believe that. Yeah, you know what, man? I'm telling you, man, I'm in the process of doing that, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm about to get ready, man, to really first of the year, homies. I'm gonna be doing my live streams on Patreon, man. Like first of the year, live streams will be on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? And I may not even be doing them through YouTube, man. I may do them through Twitch. So, but first of the year, man, the live shows will be over on Patreon, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it, man. Like I'm dealing with all this buffering, man, dealing with all this interfering, man, dealing with the bots coming through, man, scoping on my stream, man. Like I'm over here saying some crazy stuff, man. All this stuff going on in the world, man. All this stuff going on in the world need to be focused on, man. They sending people into my stream, man, to navigate my stream like I'm saying some shit that's gonna alter the world, man. I ain't. Yo, man. Matter of fact, I put dude on timeout, man. Yo, the whole time he been here, man, he been harassing my moderator, man. So, but it is what it is, man. This is just how they do it, man. And it's just one of those things that making me, it's putting me in the mindset of it's just time to move on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just time to make a move, man. I just believe that it's getting to the point, man, where I'm starting to have to monitor myself to avoid being monitored by them. You know what I'm saying? And when they get to that point, man, you know what I'm saying? I really ain't trying to worry about that, man. And then Patreon and already told me, man, if you want to make, you can do anything you want to do over here. We already told people that you're X-rated, so they gotta be 18 to come anyway. But anyway, man, enough of that little short YouTube rant. But the bottom line is this, man. There is no reason that I'm ever going to marry anyone. I ain't married nobody. But I will take a wife. And when I say take a wife, I don't mean take somebody's wife. I mean I see what Yasha Ben Israel said. I don't mean take somebody's wife. I mean the Most High said when you see a woman and you take her to be your wife. Like we weren't married back then. We were taking a woman to be our wives. I probably should clear that up, man. It does kind of sound like that. I ain't marrying nobody, but I will take a wife. It does seem like I'll take somebody's wife. Let me reword that, man. I'm glad you asked that question, man, because I wouldn't have reworded it if you hadn't. I wouldn't even thought about it from that perspective. Oh, I'm glad you made that statement, Yasha. That's good looking out, man. That's why we chop it up in here, man. Still sharp and still, man. All right, cool. So this is the bottom line, man. we ain't gonna stay here too long, man. I know it's lunchtime, man, and people got things to do, man. So we ain't gonna hang out in here too long. There is no good reason to get married. No good reason to get married. And if you think there is one, then you're lying to yourself. If you're telling yourself there's one, you're telling yourself a bold-faced lie, and you believe in it. I just can't do it, man. Oh, and this is another thing, man. This is another thing. Another reason that I ain't marrying nobody is that women don't understand the role of wife. She doesn't understand what that role means. She doesn't look at it as a role. She looks at it as a title. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you look at a movie and you don't watch it because of the title, or you do watch it because of the title. When you see a movie, unless you research it, you don't know the roles of the actors. That's why they make trailers. You don't know the roles of the actors. And it's the same thing with women in marriage and being a wife. They don't understand the role of being a wife. They understand marriage, but they don't understand the role of being a wife. And that leads me to my final point. The final reason that I will not ever marry anybody. When you marry a woman, you spend the rest of your life trying to recreate the energy, trying to live up to the energy that you created by giving her that marriage. That wedding is the high point of her life. She's lived her whole life for that day. She dreamed about that day. She already knew what that day was going to be. She already knew she didn't want to spare any expense on that day. When she's a 13, 14-year-old girl, she already knows when, actually, at 13, 14 in this society, you would hope she wouldn't be thinking about that. But in this society now. But she already knows what she wants her wedding colors to be. If her friend, and I've seen this happen, man. I saw a chick tell her friend where her wedding color was going to be. Her friend got married first and used those wedding colors. She was 38 hot. Fell out with her. That's how tight they were. But that's how much those wedding colors meant to her. She fell out with a friend behind her. So how are you ever going to recreate the energy? You spend the rest of your life buying gifts and taking trips and moving into bigger houses and buying bigger cars and doing all these things and giving her shopping sprees and getting your black card and getting the more expensive. You spend all of your life with her trying to recreate the energy around that day because she acts like she's miserable if you don't. And the thing is, you can never recreate that day. That day is gone, man. That day is gone. It's over. You can't recreate it. And she doesn't appreciate you the way she should because you can't create that day. How ironic is that? You can't create that day, so you spend the rest of your life doing a whole bunch of things that are underappreciated because they don't measure up to that particular day. You can never recreate it. And I have a video coming up later to tell you about the reason why. This video is called Why a Christian Woman Will Never Be Satisfied with You. It's going to be top notch, man. Y'all tune into that, man. It's going to be top notch. So never do it, man. There is no reason to do it. No good reason. And I say again, if anyone can research, dig it up, inquiring minds want to know what is that one benefit I'll get from marrying a woman, and if you can tell me what that benefit is, and I ain't gonna lie, if you give me a true benefit that I can't refute as a benefit, I'm going to accept that. And I'm going to get married by the end of the year. I'm going to do it quick. It ain't gonna be no wedding now. I'm just gonna go down to the courthouse, marry somebody real quick, just to show you I'm a man of my word. But I'm so confident there ain't nothing out there that I put myself on the line like that. There is nothing. No, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do it by the end of the year now. I'm lying. But I'll do it. I'll do it for the summertime. If anybody can tell me, first I gotta study, I gotta look and see how fast I can get out of it. But if anybody can give me any benefit, man, you can tell me a true benefit, man, I'll marry somebody, bro. Khalil Hassan, that's exactly what it's intended to do, bro. That's exactly what it's intended to do. You see, this is what you have to understand, man. You and I know, and we like to guilt ourselves and say you give her your power when you marry her. No, you don't necessarily give her your power when you marry her, because there are men who aren't married to women who give them the power. What happens in marriage? She gets the power whether you want to give it to her or not. The marriage laws give her the power. So even if you don't want to give her the power, if you want to keep the power, the marriage laws give her the power. It gives her the power. And it doesn't give her all the power, it gives her half the power. But if you're a man, her having half the power is her having all the power, because she ain't supposed to have none of the power. I say that again. Marriage gives her half the power. But if you're a real man, her having half the power is her having all the power, because she ain't supposed to have none of the power. The bottom line is, man, it is a system of laws that is set up to disenfranchise the most manly of men, to disengage you from the things that make you manly. So it's not just that you lose the things that you enjoy. Those things that you enjoyed them because you enjoy feeling like the man you were when you did those things. Men don't necessarily go hunt because they just want to kill something. Men go hunt because the feeling they get when they go out there and they're in nature and it's cold. They're in a place where the majority of women can't handle. The only women who go hunting are women who were raised hunting with their dads. You know what I'm saying? It is rare. It is rare that the things you like to do, man, when you're a single man, that you're going to find a woman who likes to do all those things. Now tell me this. Why is it that the things she likes to do when she's single, she continues to do those things? She likes to go shopping. Now she got you to drag along and carry bags like a do-boy. She like to get her hair done. Now she got you to drop her off and pick her up so she can make sure that you ain't finna go nowhere and do nothing crazy or run off and be gone all night, because you still got to be in pocket to pick her up. She still like to hang out with her girls. And guess what? Now she got you to sit at home with the children. Sometimes the children ain't even yours, but she got you to sit at home with either y'all children or her children while she go out with her girls. Now let's talk about the things that you like to do. The things that you like to do: hunting, fishing, going on trips, riding your motorcycle. Oh hell no, you getting rid of that motorcycle now. You ain't gonna go into no motorcycle. The crazy thing is, if you married and you ain't got a motorcycle and you get one while you married, fine. If you got a motorcycle then you get married, you're gonna get rid of it. This is the thing. Oh, that little convertible you got, that little sports car you got, can't no family fit in no sports car. You got to get rid of that thing. All the things that make you a confident man are stripped of you, and you replace those things by doing things that she likes. What if you like to watch sports all day on Sunday? It's your day off. You chilling. You ain't about to go up to nobody's church house. You just chilling. Boy, you know how many boys that got married, man, end up starting to go to church, man, because their wife want them to go to church. You know how many men date a woman and start going to church just because the woman like church? Man don't even respect church. I'm telling you, bro. It's crazy, man. You have to learn marriage, man. Marriage is learned behavior. You're a grown-ass man. What you look like going to learn some behavior to please somebody else, man? You're a grown man. You ain't got no business learning no new behavior, man. I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here. But Christopher Robinson say he never get married, only breeding foreigners. That's one way to go about it, homie. No doubt, Illinois sounds like slavery because it is slavery, man. She is your slave driver, man. Everything you do is about massa. Everything you do is about massa. How many men do you know were healthy as hell, man, living lean and clean, man, get with one man, start eating all that crap, man, before you know it, he got a gut. First 2 years, that boy got a gut. Face all fat. That's what happened to you, man. Because now, instead of eating with her from time to time, when you're at her crib and she's at yours, now it's an expectation for you to have dinner with her. Now, instead of a good morning text from her, you actually got to verbally say good morning. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Anytime I'm ever around one, man, she tell me good morning, man. I don't say good morning. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at her crib, man, she tell me good night, man. She at my crib tell me good night, man. I don't say no good night. Hell, I'm going to tell you good night if I see you tomorrow. Hell you mean? Certain things shouldn't be done in a cohabitational situation, man. We ain't got to speak, say good morning. You just in the bed with this woman all night, man. You got to wake up talking about good morning. Good morning. You crazy. Ain't no good morning. I woke up and saw you. Hell is good. Jay Milan Fowler's in the building. What up, Jay Fowler? Good to see you in the joint with us, man. Nerd Under Kid Drew, what's good, bro? Good to see you in the building. The term is marital bondage. Marital bond. Yeah, it is, man. Bond is short for bondage. You know what I'm saying? Marital bond. That's what it is, man. Black Adam. What up, homie? Good to see you in the building. Lawrence D. Adams say he been married before. See, he say he been married before. He say married now. He say he been 9 times out of 10. Any man who comes into this chat and says he has any experience with marriage is going to be past experience because 50% of marriages end in divorce. Let me ask you something, Lawrence. Did you initiate the divorce or did your wife initiate the divorce? Vibe Rationale said if you're a man who base your value on materials, then a bad marriage can quickly strip you of your value. But you know what, bro? I'll raise you one on that. If you're a man who bases your value on your manhood, masculinity, on your individuality, on your ability to blaze your own path and do whatever the hell you want to do whenever you want to do it, marriage still gonna strip you of that. A good marriage will strip you of that. A bad marriage is gonna totally obliterate it. All right, Lawrence D. Adams. Let's give a shout out to the homie Lawrence D. Adams. He initiated the divorce. He's one of the 20% of men who were fortunate enough to be the one to initiate that divorce. Let's give the brother props. Hats off to the brother Lawrence Adams, man. So either way it go, Vibe, you're gonna lose it all, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep your value as a married man, man, because this is the thing. Unless you believe men and women are equal, you cannot increase your value by taking on a woman to yourself. By including her in your life in that capacity, how is that adding value to you? You know what I'm saying? It's like taking a Lamborghini and putting a Chevy Cobalt motor in it. It's still a Lambo shell, still got Lambo guts, still got Lambo wheels and tires. The motor's still in the back, but it's a Chevy Cobalt motor. So it doesn't matter what you have, who you are. If you add something of lesser value to your equation, it's going to diminish your value. There is no possible way you can add anything of lesser value to yourself and maintain your same value. So you know for a fact you can't increase your value. Big Ed Skaggs is in the building. Big Ed say happily divorced. Yo, Big Ed, who initiated your divorce, man? It sounds like you did. Anytime brother say happily divorced, man, it sounds like you initiated that thing, man. Wolf and Beta Close just quoted 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. There it is. He who is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. Lawrence D. Adams said he was married with a single man mindset. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We all married with a single man mindset. I think any man that gets married, man, is gonna be married with a single man mindset. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's hear beta male simp mangina. And you know, we just don't reference the beta male simp mangina much. Going into 2019, man, we are not gonna reference the beta male simp mangina anymore. Unless it's absolutely necessary, man. But we ain't gonna waste no time, man, talking about the ways of the beta male simp mangina, man. He is not one of us. It is a waste of time to, spend too much time talking about that guy, man. He is 80% of the reason for the things that are going on with females in the world today is the fault of the beta male simp mangina. No doubt, SJ3. SJ3, you ain't been in here that long, man. What up with you, homie? Yeah, yes, you have, man. You been here for a minute. Let me see, man. I don't think I shot you out when you came in. I just did, though, man. You in the building. You in the building. Yeah, you been here for a minute, man. The homie's been rolling in the joint, man. So, that's really the reality of it, man. The bottom line is this. Look at Big Ed Skaggs initiated divorce, man. I'm telling you, man. You have to, man. You either have to, and listen, initiating a divorce doesn't just mean you go file. If you push her to go file, then it's the same thing as you initiated the divorce. You just got to have your ducks in a row, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, this is another thing about marriage, man. You have to understand this, man, that you end up trusting, even if you don't trust her 100%, with God forbid you ever do, but you end up trusting your wife more than you should, man. You end up trusting your wife more than you should. You end up telling her things that you shouldn't be telling her. You end up sharing information with her that she shouldn't be privy to. You end up telling her about your money, telling her about all your resources, where you got your money stashed at, where you got all that at, because you feel like as your wife, she should know just in case something happens to you. Let me tell you something, man. If something happened to you, don't nothing that's there left in the world matter. You know what I'm saying? You think there's a dead man wondering about what's happening in the world, man, somewhere? Come on, man. He left his body here, man. He's in the other dimension, man. He's in the other realm of existence. T Muse is in the building. What up, homie? That's it. But then, you look at it like this, man. T Muse says a woman will only ride or die as long as she is benefiting from the situation or sees a future benefit. But that's riding or dying for herself. You know what I'm saying? She's ride or die for herself. Yeah, she'll do that. Yeah, she's ride or die for herself. So she'll stay there as long as there's a benefit to her. It's not because she just wants to ride or die. That's just not it, man. Yeah, man. You know what? There is, man. There are hardly any raw alpha bachelor movies to guide our men into alphahood. There's not. But you know what, bro? Vibe rationale. I'm gonna tell you, man. I think I'm gonna address that in a video, man. Uh, Vibe says, man, notice there are so many marriage movies, but hardly any raw alpha bachelor movies to guide our men into alphahood. I think the problem is, brother, we should stay the hell away from the trick box. Like, there ain't never been nothing to guide us into, and like we shouldn't even be looking toward the trick box for any type of guidance at all. Like none. Because we know who controls it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the only reason those are on there because they know that we're trapped by the trick box. Like, that's intentional. Like, they actually added those not to trap us, not to pull us there. They added those like they are because they know we're trapped in a trick box. You know what I'm saying? Not the majority of us who are single, we're not trapped in a trick box like that. But if you got a woman, you're trapped in a trick box. You have to be. Watching TV is a part of married life, man. Watching TV with your woman is a part of married life. It's a part of married life, man. You got to sit in front of the trick box. She want to chill with you in front of the trick box. I had a chick who's come to my crib, man, do that, man. She'll be at the crib, man, chilling, man. You know, and I'm the type, man, you know, once I break backs, man, my adrenaline be flowing, man. I don't just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I get up and do something. You know what I'm saying? I get up and start working, man. I get up and start editing some content or something, man. my adrenaline still be flowing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I have such an adrenaline rush that I just, man, after I'm done, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she go to sleep. Now I look up, man, she coming out. So, I'll be doing some work, man. Maybe I'll be doing some paperwork or something, man. Or signing some papers or something like that, doing whatever. And so I had the tube on, man. I have it turned down, man. Just maybe like with a rerun of whatever show Steve and A. Smith and Max got. I can't remember that. First Take. And I just have it on, man. Or I have on the highlights from on the NBA network, man. I have on the highlights NBA game time. I'll be watching the highlights or something. They're glancing up at them from time to time. And man, I look up, man. Now here she is, man, sitting in here with. I'm like, oh, what up, Shawty? Oh, I just want to, watch TV with you. Hey, man, I ain't watching TV. Well, I just want to come here with you. I'm chilling, Shawty. I don't want you in here with me. Well, you ain't got. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, you can either go back in that way you were, or you can go home. Give me your two options, but staying here with me is not one of those options. You don't be able to do that. So, I'd be like, man. So, you see what I'm saying? There is no need to get angry. Man, I never deal with women from perspective of anger, man. Like, they can't do nothing to make me angry, man. I just tell them how it is, and they just gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a whole bunch of talk necessary, man. They're gonna either do what I want them to do, man, or they can be gone, man. It's that simple. I ain't got time to play no games, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the mood to play games. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no games, man. That's just the bottom line. I ain't gonna do it, man. So, the more I talk about it, the more I realize that Jay Stacks is in the building. What up, homie? I just know that, man. I just ain't gonna do it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. Everything about it, man. Now think about it. These are the type of things you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do this if you married, man. Like, she might come in there with you, man. You can't tell her to go home. She live there. And then if you tell her to go home and she get an attitude, she fit take her attitude home. If you tell her to go in the other room, she get an attitude. You can tell her to go home. She can take her attitude home. You gotta avoid that if you're married, unless you just want to deal with it. And I say, why deal with it? Like, who want to deal with that? I don't want to deal with no attitude, man. Even though I don't care about it, I don't want it around me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it around me, man. And that's just how it goes, man. Jay Stacks from the 8 is in the building. So, man, I say, man, in all actuality, man, just ain't no reason to do it, man. The more I think about it, man, the more I feel like, man, just to hell with it all, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. None of it makes sense, man. And, the more I think about it, man, the more I feel like, why would I do it, man? Why would I do it? So, anyway, man, it is what it is, homies. It is what it is, man. Hmm. So, man, I'm just out here living, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this thing on up, man. Been here long enough, man. I know it's about lunchtime, man. Everybody trying to, probably got their things going on out here, man. And it's about time for me to grab my first meal of the day anyway. About 20 minutes to prep it again. But I already did prep and all that, though, man. So I just got to take it out and warm it, man. So anyway, homies, appreciate everybody coming in the joint, man. It's been real. It's been real. It's been raw. Been top notch, man. You know what I'm saying? So, if you haven't liked the joint already, man, go ahead and like it. South 214 side, man. I appreciate it, bro. SJ3, peace out, homie. It's been it's been super real, man. Been super real. No doubt, all right, Rob Harris, man. I appreciate it. I think that's Harris, man. You got an S in there. I'm just gonna assume it is, man. Appreciate it, homie. Ken Wood, peace out, homie. I appreciate you being in the joint, man, working the wrench, man. Khalid Hassan, man. I appreciate it, homie. No doubt, man. Mental food for the mind all day. Vibe Rationale, no doubt, bro. I'm on the job, homie. Black Soul, salute, my brother, salute. Kings up. DeRay Vicious, peace out, bro. So y'all be looking for the vid coming up, man. I'm gonna try to have it up at I'm gonna cue it up at 2. So y'all be looking for that, man. It's the vid is entitled Why Christian Church Girls Are Never Satisfied. It's deep, man. You know, don't let the title throw you off, man. I get deep on this one, man. So be looking for that. It's coming right on up, man. Ah, no doubt, man. S special. Scene Heights. No doubt, bro. Heights. Lawrence D. Peace, homie. So, homies. Oh yeah, it's gonna be top notch, bro. It's gonna be top notch. So, homies, avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the betas, and it's always alphas up, betas down. Homies, peace.